Good day and welcome back to the Vitality Project. I'm Dr. Bob, and I want to thank you for joining me today. Yesterday, we asked that you and I stop to consider the impact as we discussed massive dopamine spikes associated with virtually all addictive behaviors. Just for the sake of review, recall that we contrasted the bandwidth of normal reinforcers, natural reinforcers, from our dopamine baseline of 1 to 1.5 for foods, our favorite dishes, all the way up to 2 for sexual orgasm. In fact, sex is the #1 reinforcer for most humans. And as we've discussed this, it makes a lot of sense in the natural realm. It's for the sake of survival. And then we introduce drugs like cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, which come along and literally hijack the brain's normal pleasure response. Dopamine goes off the charts with every one of these substances and all of our addictive behaviors. So I asked you to look at the significance of this in your own life as you reflected on it. And here's what I thought. For one thing, there's literally nothing in the natural order which can compete with such radical spikes in the body and brain's natural reward system. There's nothing that can compete with that when it comes to these dopamine spikes associated with addictive behaviors. Not even caring for others, even including one's own children. Think about this. How often do we read about a parent abandoning their child in dangerous or sometimes even life-threatening circumstances? It's heartbreaking. Why are they doing it? They're doing it because they're seeking to get high on drugs more often than not. Ponder this for just a moment. To go against the absolutely strongest natural drive any of us have, which is to pass along successfully our own DNA to the next generation. For something to come along that's even more powerful than that can trump that deep of a natural drive, well, it gives you an idea how powerful it is because it actually trumps evolution itself. Addictive substances and other compulsive behaviors are, in fact, the very ticket to overriding our deepest natural instincts. So for today, I want to ask you, can you recall a time in your own life when you sacrificed something of great value to you? It could have been a relationship, could have been a job opportunity, or maybe you can think of other instances. I want you to think of something that you sacrificed, even though it was of great value to you, owing to being sucked into an addictive enslavement, whether with alcohol or other drugs, or maybe it was some other self-defeating compulsive behavior. Now, my goal here isn't for any of us, least of all myself, to shame ourselves. It makes no sense, and we've made that clear. But we've simply got to get abundantly clear on the lay of the land with all addictions if we're going to make any progress, right? And this is a big step towards doing that. So let's see what you discover. In the meantime, I want to thank you again for spending valuable time with me today here at the Vitality Project. I deeply appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to your Vitality Project, it's easy to do. vitalityproject.life. Sign up. It's for free. It'll get you engaged in activities that we have going on every week, including support groups, informational workshops, as well as a huge archive of information that's related to not only the enslavement of addiction, but liberation from that enslavement. So I hope you'll consider subscribing. Please do stay safe. Please do take care of yourself. Be well. I hope that you come back and join me tomorrow as we continue to forge forward here together. Thanks again.